Arizona, a senator lies to make his own state look more dangerous than it is.
There's a great deal of violence and crime associated with the presence of illegal immigrants.
And the emerging protest leader against the Papers, Please law?
You really think that us dumb pop stars are going to collapse the economy of Arizona?
Yep, Lady Gaga.
I'll tell you what we have to do about SB 1070. We have to be active. We have to actively protest.
Just protest. Spin that record, babe. All the news and commentary now on Countdown.
We will peaceably protest this state.
Good evening from New York. With the linchpin of supply-side economics, the Bush tax cuts for the rich about to expire, Ronald Reagan's own point man on supply-side economics has now come out in favor of letting them expire. Our fifth story tonight, one of our guests recently wrote that the expiration will be a litmus test for the GOP, a test of which of them are serious about reducing the debt of our children and which are serious about increasing the wealth of our wealthy. The lab for that test was the Sunday talk shows, and one Republican was so unprepared for her version of the test that she was cribbing her answers again, writing down literally talking points on her palm and on paper to argue for extending tax cuts that President Bush signed into law for a 10-year period. Except now the half governor thinks that having taxes return to their Clinton-era levels was President Obama's idea. And keep in mind, President Obama supports renewing the tax cuts for everyone except the richest 2%. So that is who she's arguing for.
To reduce deficit spending and our enormous debt, you rein in spending, you cut the budget, you don't take more from the private sector and grow government with it, and that's exactly what Obama has in mind with this expiration of Bush tax cuts proposal of his.
This expiration of Bush tax cuts proposal of his. That woman is an idiot. Of course, it was, in fact, President Bush who proposed having his tax cuts expire because he lacked enough votes to beat a filibuster, and the Senate rule letting him pass them on a simple majority also prevented him from increasing the deficit beyond a 10-year period. Despite the fact that tax cuts are literally expiring because and only because they will increase the deficit, today's Republican Party leaders also failed the litmus test, arguing, mind you, against Fox News that extending the Bush tax cuts will create a massive hole in the already expanding deficit.
Congressman, what are you going to do about that $3 trillion hole that you're blowing in the deficit by extending all of these taxes? Let me just finish the question. $3 trillion deficit that you're blowing in the deficit, $3 trillion that you're blowing in the deficit by extending the tax cuts.
Why can't we keep tax rates where they are today? This is the whole Washington mindset.
The Palin-Boehner argument is that cutting taxes will let small business owners create jobs, and the taxes on those salaries will make up for the tax cuts. And Mr. Boehner is right about opposition to this theory being a Washington mindset. The Reagan-appointed former chairman of the Federal Reserve said flat out yesterday that tax cuts do not pay for themselves when he was asked whether he would let them all expire.
You're saying let them all go. Let them all lapse.
Look, I'm very much in favor of tax cuts, but not with borrowed money. And the problem that we've gotten into in recent years is spending programs with borrowed money, tax cuts with borrowed money, and at the end of the day, that proves disastrous. And my view is I don't think we can play subtle policy here.
You don't agree with Republican leaders who say tax cuts pay for themselves?
They do not.
What other Washington mindset guy disagrees with the #1 House Republican and thinks that the tax cuts will increase the deficit? Would you believe the #2 House Republican guy, Eric Cantor?
I just was wondering if you had any dispute with the notion that it does exacerbate the deficit picture.
Well, what I said in the beginning is if you have less revenues coming into the federal government and more expenditures, what does that add up to? Certainly, you're going to dig the hole deeper.
But it is not just House Republican Whip Cantor and former Fed Chair Alan Greenspan who will at least admit the tax cuts will worsen the deficit. Those are just the